Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with ER. In this video guys, we are going to learn something new, something different, something dynamic in JavaScript. Okay? Yes guys, you heard that right. Today in this video, in this tutorial, we are going to know, we are going to learn something new, something different, something dynamic in JavaScript. Okay, and guys, today in this video, in this tutorial, we are going to know, we are going to learn some of the most important and widely used JavaScript array methods. Okay, yes guys, you heard that right. Today in this video, in this tutorial, we are going to know, we are going to learn some of the most important and widely used JavaScript array methods in this video, in this tutorial. Okay, so guys, JavaScript array is one of the most fundamental and widely used data structure in JavaScript. Okay, so guys, in order to become a great and dynamic JavaScript developer, React developer, Vue developer, or Angular developer, guys, we must know what is JavaScript, and we also must know that how to add element, how to delete element, and how to find the index of the element in an array using JavaScript methods. Okay, so guys, in this video, in this session, we are going to know, we are going to learn some of the most important and widely used JavaScript array methods. Okay, so guys, if you aspire to become a great and dynamic JavaScript developer, React developer, Vue developer, or Angular developer, then guys, you must know what is JavaScript and how to add element, how to delete element, and how to find the index of a particular element in an array. Guys, you must know all these things if you want to become a great and dynamic React developer, JavaScript developer, Vue developer, or Angular developer. Okay, because guys, all these libraries, all these frameworks have been written using only JavaScript. Okay, so guys, if you aspire, if you want to become a great and dynamic React developer, JavaScript developer, Vue developer, or Angular developer, guys, this video is definitely for you. This video is perfectly fine for you if you aspire, if you want to become a great and dynamic React developer or JavaScript developer in coming future. Okay, because guys, in this video, in this session, we are going to know, we are going to discuss some of the most important and widely used JavaScript array methods. Okay, with me, ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn and let's know what are the important JavaScript array methods. Okay, and how to use them to add element, to delete element, to find the particular uh, element index in an array using JavaScript. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn. Okay, but guys, before starting of the video, I would like to request you all guys, please guys, subscribe now my this channel Code with ER, and please guys do press the bell icon also, so that you will be notified whenever I will upload the new video in the playlist. Okay, so guys, you have to do here 4 things for me. First of all, you have to subscribe now my this channel Code with ER. Second, you have to like this video also, which will give me the confidence and motivation to create awesome videos like this for you on each and every topic of web development and full stack development also. And third, you have to share this video with your friends, with your colleagues, with your groups as well. And fourth, you have to share, you have to press the bell icon also, so that you will be notified. Okay, so I hope guys, you will subscribe now my this channel Code with ER, because I'm going to trust you, I'm going to count on you that you will subscribe now my this channel Code with ER. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn and let's know what are the JavaScript array methods and how to use them to add element, to delete element, to find the index of a particular element in JavaScript array. Okay, so guys, now let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to use here the Sublime Text. Guys, you are free to use the IDE or features of your preferences. Okay, I'm going to use here the Sublime Text. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to create here one new file first. So I'll just say here array methods in JS. Okay, .html. Just set the file inside the coding folder which is on the desktop. Okay, so let's just save, just replace this. Okay, because it is already there. So let me just create a HTML file first. Let's just say here code with er Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so let me just go to the example first to copy the serial link of the bootstrap. Okay, so let me just copy this from here and let's just paste it here below the title tag. This is it. Let me just create here one container div, or the parent div also we can say here. Container I'll give here as a class. I'll just say here let it be only. So let's just close this div. Inside this div I'm going to create here another div. I'll just copy and paste some text here inside this div. Okay, so let me just say here margin top 5, margin bottom also 5. I'll just create here h1 element inside this div only. Okay, so let me just go to the example and let's just come here. So let's just copy this entire div from here. It is only div. Okay, and let me just paste it here. Okay, and I'll just say here. So what can what I mean, let's just remove this. I don't want this div anymore. So let me just save the file. Right click here, open in browser. So it is here. Check if elements exist in array. Index of process includes. Okay, array methods in JavaScript. Okay, so come to the code now. So I'm going to okay one script element or tag we can say also script. This is it. So let me just I will just use here guys. So guys, first of all I'll just use here the first okay method which is indexOf. Okay, indexOf. Okay, so let me just explain here. Let me just come here. Okay, so let me okay I have just replaced the the file, so I have to write it okay from the beginning. Okay, so I'm going to write here. So it will just say here returns, okay, returns -1. Okay, returns -1 if element, okay, if element does not okay okay found in the array. Okay, in the array. And let me just explain why -1. Okay, so let me just explain here why it is going to return -1. Okay, let's just say here why -1, because okay array, okay, index, okay, array start, or let's just say here array index. We can say here array index starts from okay from 0. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 and so on and so forth. Okay, so guys, okay, why it is going to return -1 if element does not found in the array? Because you can see here the array index starts from 0 1 2 3 and so on and so forth, depending on the have 0 index. If there is 2 elements, it will have 0 or 1 element. If 3 elements, it will have 0 1 2. Yes. So it will say here okay, this is it. So now I can just say here if element, okay, if element found in the array, it will return the position, or index of the particular element. Okay, particular element in the array. This is it. Okay, so guys, first of all I'm going to use the indexOf method. Okay guys, first of all I'm going to use here the indexOf method, and I have written here what it is all about. Okay, I hope you're getting me what I'm doing here. First of all, let me just create here one array of fruit. Okay, I'll just say here let's create here an array of fruit. This is it. So let me create here one const. So I'll just say here const. I can just say here fruit. Say here fruits. Okay, so let's just say here I will just say here apple. Let's just say here banana. Let's just say here papaya. Let's just say here orange. Let's just say here grapes. Let's just say here last element I'll give here as a mango. Say here mangoes. This is it. Okay, so guys, I'm going to create here one function. Okay, I'm going to create here one function to check if certain element, certain fruit found inside this fruit array or not. Okay, so guys, I'm going to create here one function. So let's just say here function. I'll just say here function, and I'll just give here the, I can say here find element. Okay, find element, this is it. And now let me just, okay, inside this I'm going to create here one const inside the function. I'll just say here as a element. Okay, say here element equal to, I'll use this fruits array. Okay, so I'll just paste it here, and I'll just use here this method indexOf. So copy this from here and just paste it here, and guys, it is going to check the element, which element index we want to find out. Okay guys, this indexOf is going to take the element, which element index we want to find out. Okay, so I'm going to find the index of this fruit grapes. So copy this from here, and let's just, okay, paste it here. And now I'll just close this, and I'll just use here the if else statement to check whether element is there or not, whether the element is present inside the fruits array or not. Okay, so I'll just use here the if else statement, conditional statement. I'll just say here if. Okay, if. So I'll just say here if element, okay, if it is there. Okay, if it is there guys. Okay, if it is there, so I mean, let's just say here if it is there or not. Okay, we can use both the conditions. There's no issue at all. Okay, so this time I'll just check here. Okay, if element equal to -1. Okay, if element equal to -1, which means there is no such element inside this fruits array. There is no grapes element inside this fruits array. Okay, so guys, it is saying element equal to -1, which means element is not there, element not found inside this fruit array. Okay, this is it. So let me just say here, I'll just say here console. Okay, console dot log, and I'll just say here, okay, I'll just say here element not found. This is it. Else, okay, else I'll just say here, else I will just say here console dot log, and I will just say here, I'll use here backtick, and I'll just say here what can I say, I can use here the string interpolation, and I can say here the element. Okay, or let's just say here guys grapes, not G, capital G, say here grapes. Okay, found on the index, and I'll just use here this element. Okay, copy this from here, and let's just paste it here, and I'll just say here return. Okay, return false. This is it, and I can just say here, okay, so this will return true because we got the element here, because inside the else statement we got the element. Okay, so it will return true here, and here it will return false. Okay, because there is no element, we don't found the element inside this fruits array. Okay, so we have to say here return false because there is no element inside the array. You can see here element equal to -1, which means there is no such element called fruits inside this. I mean, there is no such element called grapes inside the fruits array. Okay, so that's why it is saying here element equal to -1, which means no element found. Okay, which means no such element found in the array. This is it. Okay, so guys, as of now, just save the file. Let me just call this function directly here below this function where we have defined this function. So call it here. Okay, and just close this. As of now, just save the file and have a look in the browser first. So go to the console. So go to the console first. Go to the inspect. Go to the console, and you can see here, let me just refresh this page. You can see here grapes found on the index 4. Okay, you can see here guys, grapes found on the index 4. Guys, you can see here grapes found on the index 4. Okay, you can see here, so it's 0 1 2 3 and 4. Let me just copy this papaya from here and let's just paste it here now. So just paste it here and paste it here as well, and now save the file. Have a look in the browser. So refresh this page now. You can see here papaya found on the index 2. Guys, you can see here papaya found on the index 2. Okay, so they just count this index now. So it's 0 1 and 2. Okay, so it's 0 1 and 2. Let me just copy this mangoes from here and let's just paste it here mangoes, and let's just paste it here also mangoes. Okay, save the file. Have a look in the browser. Refresh this page now. You can see here mangoes found on the index 5. Guys, you can see here mangoes found on the index 5. Let's just count the index now. So it's 0 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, this is the function is doing great. The function is doing fine. Okay, so now let me just define here another function. Okay, so let me just comment this out, this function. I'll define here another function and I will try to reward the condition. Okay, I'll try to reward the condition. Okay, so I can just say here why not let's just say here function, and I can just say here find element. I'll say here 1. Okay, and let me just now again I'll just define here one const, and I can just say here element equal to, I'll just say here fruits array, and again I will use here indexOf only, and I'll provide here the fruit. Okay, the element of the array which index we want to find out. Okay, so this time I'll just use this apple, the first element, which means it will have a 0 index. Okay, so copy this from here and let's just paste it here inside this single or double quotes. Okay, so paste it here. This is it, and now I'll just revert the condition. Okay, this time I'll just revert the condition. So I'll just say here if element, okay, if element does not equal to -1. Okay, guys, which means element is there, which means element is there inside the array. Okay, inside the array. Okay, which means element is there, which means element is there in the array. Okay, and let's just say here I have already written here. Let's just say here, paste it here. Let's just copy this. I'm just doing this for you only because it is very important. It is very crucial, guys, to learn, to understand the technique, the methods of array in JavaScript in order to become a great and dynamic React developer, Vue developer, Angular developer, or JavaScript developer. Okay, not in the array. Okay, so guys, it is saying, okay, if element does not equal to -1. Okay, guys, the condition is if element does not equal to -1, which means the element is there, the element is present inside the array. Okay, it says the element is there, the element is present inside the array. Okay, So let me just console.log here. So I'll just say here console.log, and I can just say here, I will just use here the backtick now. So I'll just say here this element, okay, this element apple, okay, found at the index of, I'll just use here $sign, okay, and just copy this element from here, and let's just paste it here, and this time I'll just return true from here only, because we got the element, so we have to return here true. Okay, this is it. Let's just close this. Let's just put here semicolon as well. So now I'll just define here the else condition as well, and this time I'll just say here console.log, and I'll just say here, okay, so element not found, okay, element not found in the array. This is it. So here we have to return false. Okay, so as of now, just save the file and copy this function find element 1 from here, and let's just call it below this function. Okay, so it's paste it here, close this, save the file, and have a look in the browser now. So now just refresh this page now. You can see here apple found at the index 0. Guys, you can see here apple found at the index 0. Okay, so let me just, okay, as of now, let's just comment this out, this function as well. This is it. And now let me just copy this, okay, orange from here, and let's just paste it here inside this indexOf as well, inside here as well. Okay, and now just save the file and have a look at the browser. Refresh this page one more time. You can see here orange found at the index 3. Guys, you can see here in the console we got the result orange found at the index, okay, 3. So let's just count the index of the orange. So it's 0, 1, 2 and 3. So see, our function is doing great, our function is doing fantastic. Okay, so let me just comment this out as well. I'm going to define here another function using the what can I say, using the indexOf only. So now let me just come here, and now I'll just say here function, okay, function, I'll just say here find element, okay, 2, and this time I'll give the parameter of this function. Okay guys, this time I'm going to give the parameter of this function as well. The function will be, the parameter will be array itself, and I'll give the element as well. Okay, so guys, this is the parameter. Okay, the first parameter is the array itself, and the second parameter is the element we want to find out. Okay, so guys, we have defined here one function called find element 2, and this function has got, okay, 2 parameters also. The first parameter is called array, the array itself, and the second parameter is called element, the element we want to find out, the element index we want to find out. We have to give that element as well. Okay, so now I'll just use here, I'll just say here const, I'll just say here index, okay, equal to, I'll just use here this time, okay, array. So I'll just say here this array. Okay guys, this array, so copy it from here and let's just paste it here, and now I'll use here indexOf only this time also. And now which index we want to find out, guys, which index which element index we want to find out, this element index. Okay, this element index, so let's just paste it here. So guys, this is the element. Okay guys, this is the element we have to find out the index of. Okay guys, this is the element we have to find out the index of, and this is the array. Okay, so we have to give here array. Okay, and we'll say here array dot index of this element. Okay, array of index of this element. Okay, so now again I will use here if else condition to check if element is found or not. Okay, so else, so now let's just come here. So now we will just check. Okay, so first of all I'll just check. Okay, so I'll just say here index. Okay guys, this index. Okay, this index. Okay, this index. So let's just say here does not equal to -1. Okay, which means this element is there inside this array. Okay, which means this element is there inside this array. So guys, I'm saying here index does not equal to -1. Okay guys, listen to me very carefully. I'm just saying here index does not equal to -1. Okay, which means this element is there inside this array. Okay, which means this element is there inside this array. So I will just return here. So I'll just say I'm going to return here object. Okay, I'll just say here return, and I will return here object. Okay, I'm going to return here object. Okay, so let's just say here found. I'll just say here found. I'll just say here true. Let's just put a comma here, and I'll just say here index of this index. Okay, paste it here, put comma, and I can just define here the message as well. So message I'll define here as a let's just use here backtick. Okay, and I can just say here element found at the index at the index. Let's just copy this index from here, and let's just use your dollar open and closing curly braces, and this is it. And let's just as well. So let's just say here return. Okay, or let's just say here we don't return. Okay, let's just remove this return. There's no need to return anything because they already written here. Okay, so there will be only one return in a function in a block of code. So we are already returning here something from here, so we don't have to return true or false. Okay, this is it. Otherwise we will just copy this. Okay, and let's just copy this return from here, and let's just paste it here, and I'll just say here return. Okay, found. I'll just say here false, and I can just say here what can I say here? Say here, let's just say here -1. Okay, because we don't get any element, so we will just return here -1, and I can just say here element not found, element not found. Okay, not found at the index. Okay, this is it. So let's just save the file, copy this function from here, and let's just call it directly here below this function. So paste it here, close this. So you can see here it is going to take a two parameter. So the first parameter is array itself, and the second parameter is the element, the index we want to find out. So let me just copy this array from here, the fruits array, copy it from here, and let's just paste it here. And let me just copy this which element I want to find out. So copy this mangoes from here, and let's just paste it here inside the double quote. So paste it here, save your file, and now go to the browser. So now refresh this page. So I can just say here it is going to return here. Let me just cut it out from here and just say here console.log, and now let's just paste it inside this. So now just save the file and have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page. So now we can see here we got the array, I mean the object. So found is true. You can see here found is true. Index is 5. You can see here index is 5. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, mangoes. So here is the mangoes. We are finding out the element, the mangoes. Okay, you can see here found is true. Index is 5. Message element found. Okay, you can see here message element found at the index 5. Okay, message is here element found at the index 5. You can see here. Let me just say here what can I say? I can just copy it. Okay, let's just say here make it false. Now make it false, and I'll just say here -1. Okay, and I can just say here element not okay, not found at the index. And I can, this time I'll just say here true I'll say here, and here I'll say here index okay, and I'll just say here element found at the index. Okay, this set the file, and let's just cancel this, set the file. Have a look in the browser now. You can see here, okay, found is true, index is 5, and message element found at the index 5. Let me just copy this apple from here, and let me just paste it inside this. Instead of mango, I'll just say here apple, paste it here, save the file. Have a look in the browser. So here it is. You can see here, found true, index is 0, message element found at the index 0. You can see here message element found at the index 0. So here is the apple, is 0. Okay, it's 0, and you can see here we're finding the apple only, so it's 0 only. Index of 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, okay, index 5. Okay, so this is doing great, this is doing fantastic. Okay, so guys, now we will define here another function. So now I'll just define here another function. So I can just say here function, and I can just say here, I will just give the function name, guys. I don't remember any function name, so let's just say here find element. Okay, instead of 2, I'll just say here 3. Okay, and this time again I'll just give you the also 2 parameter. The first parameter will be array itself, and the second will be the element. Okay, the element, we want to find out the index of the element. Okay, this is it. And this time I'll just not use here the index of, okay, I will not use here index of, I'll use here this time includes. Okay, so I'll just use here this time I'll use here includes. Okay, okay, so I'm very sorry. So now this time I'll use here index. Okay, not index of, I'll use here include. Okay, so I'll just say here, if this array, copy this, if this array dot includes. Okay, dot includes. Okay, dot includes. So guys, this dot includes have been defined in ECMAScript. Okay, ECMAScript plus 7. Okay, includes. Okay, includes. Let's just give here the dot, I can just say here array for you only. Okay, so we want to find out the element. Okay, which element? This element. Okay, so copy this from here and just paste it here. If element is there, okay, if element is there, we will just say here console dot log, and I can just say here, okay, let's just use here backtick, and then we will use here open and closing, I mean the double quotes. Okay, so now we will use a double quote. I'm sorry, I'll just say here dollar open and closing curly braces. Copy this element, let's just paste it here, and now I'll just say here exists at the index, copy this element, paste it here, or let's just console this. Okay, I can say here element exists in the array as well. Okay, this is it, and I can just say here return, okay, true, return true. This is it. And now else I'll just say here else, I will just say here copy this, I'll just change the message only. So does not exist at the index element. Let's just say here at the index, copy this. So I'll just show the dynamic. Okay, like number. Okay, I'll just show the dynamic number. Okay, so here also I'll show the dynamic number. Okay, so element does not exist in the array, so here I'll just return false. So say here false, this is it, set the file, and we have to call this function now. So copy this function and let's just call it here. So now we will just give the array itself, the array's fruits. Okay, the array is fruits array, and just paste it here. I'll keep the element as well. The element I'll give here banana. Copy this banana. So index will be 0, index will be 1. Okay, so copy this banana from here and just paste it here. Save the file. Have a look in the browser first. Refresh this page now. So here guys, we can see here banana exists at the index. Let's just say here banana exists at the index. So at the index I can just show the uh, index as well. So I can, let's just say here banana exists in the array. So let's just remove this. We can just check the, okay, it will just return, okay, true or false. Okay, it will just return true or false. So let's just say here exist. Okay, exist. Let's just remove this. It will just return true or false. So the message should be meaningful as well. Okay, the message should be meaningful as well. Okay, now refresh this page. You can see here banana exists in the array. Okay, so now let me just find here, let me just find here the water. Save the file, have a look in the browser. You can see here water does not exist in the array. Okay, there's no water in the array. You can see here it is a fruit array: apple, banana, papaya, orange, grapes and mangoes. So I'm just trying to find this, okay, element water inside this fruits array, but there's no any element inside this fruits array called water. Okay, so I'm just finding here water, so that's why I'm getting here not exist. So this else block is running. Okay, this else block is running. Okay, this is it. So guys, now I'll just define here another array. I'm going to define here another array. So let me just define here another array. I'm going to define here guys another array. So let me just say here const, and I can just say here students. Okay, students array I'm going to define here now. So let me just close this, and now okay. So now I'll just define here. Let me just define here. I'll just say here Ram. I'll just say here Puja. I'll just say here Prabhat Pandit. I'll just say here Deepak Sharma. I can just say here Pankaj Sharma. I will just say here Sita. I can just say here Raju. I can just say here Sham. Sham, and I'll just say here Sohan. Okay, and I can just say here Mohan. Okay, I don't remember any name guys. Okay, so instead of this, what I'll do here, I'll just bring it into the multiple lines. Okay, we can do this now in JavaScript. Okay, and this is perfectly valid, perfectly fine. Okay, so this is it. Let's just now I'll just define here another function. So I can just define here another function. So I can just say here function, and I can just say here okay, find students. So now I'll just say here give here student name. Okay, let's just say here student name I'll give here, and I can just say here the const I can just say here index equal to, I'll just use here say here, I mean the, what can I say here which I can just, this time I'll just use here index of. Okay, so let's just say here students array. Okay, students array dot index of, and I'll find this name. So copy this from here and just paste it here. Okay, and now I'll just check. Okay, if index okay equal to -1. Okay, which means there is no any element with the name I will provide. Okay, there's no element with the name which I will provide here. Okay, so I'll just say here return, and I can just say here backtick, and I can just close this. I can just say here uh, name. Okay, name class. Okay, so name student. Okay, name student is there in the classroom. Okay, in the classroom. Else else I'll just say here uh, else I'll just say here copy this, and I can just paste it here. Students not is not there in the classroom. Okay, so this is it. And now let me just call this function find students, copy this from here, and now I'll just paste it here. So this time I'll just cut it out from here, and so there's no any console, so we have to use here console. So I'll just say here console dot log and just paste it here, remove this, and now I'll just give you the student name which is not there inside this students array. So I'll just say here I can just say here what name I can give, guys. What name I can give here? I can give here say here uh, say here Preeti. Okay, Preeti. So save the file, have a look in the browser now, refresh this page now. You can see here Preeti student is there in the classroom. Okay, you can see here Preeti student is there in the classroom. Why, guys? You can see here it is saying here. Okay, you can see here a student is there in the classroom, but there is no any student called Preeti. Okay, guys, you can see here we are getting here the message Preeti student is there in the classroom. Okay, guys, you can see here this if block of code is running. Okay, this if block of code is running, and it is saying Preeti student is not is there in the classroom. Okay, guys, this if block is running, and it is going to print the message Preeti student is there in the classroom, because we have just checked here the condition, because we have just checked here the condition, and this condition says okay, this condition says which means element is there in this. Okay, in this array. Okay, which means it will say here element is there in the array. Okay, element is there in the array. Okay, and now okay, so that's the reason we can see here the message Preeti student is there in the classroom. Okay, Preeti student is there in the classroom. This if block of code is running, and not this else block. Okay, and now okay, and now I'm going to give the exact name from this array, students array. Copy this, and let's just paste it here. Instead of Preeti, I will paste here Mohan. So paste it here, save the file, and now we will see the different message. So now refresh this page. You can see here Mohan student is not there in the classroom. Although Mohan is there inside the students array, but still we are able to see here the message Mohan student is not there in the classroom. Okay, why? Because condition is okay. What can I say? The yeah, condition is reverse. Okay, I can say condition is reverse. Okay, and now I'm going to okay reverse the condition again. So instead of does not equal to, I'll just say here equal to. Okay, so now this time I'll just see here this Mohan student is there in the classroom. Okay, and now let me just say here does not equal to -1, which means which means which means element is present, element is not there. Okay, classroom, save your file, have a look in the, if we will give here this condition equal to in the array. Okay, in the array, this is it. Okay, so that now this if block is going to, okay, because here Mohan is here inside this students array. Okay, Mohan is there inside this students array. So now I'll just use here another method. I can just say here function, and I can just say here find element instead of 4. I'll just say instead of 3 I'll say here 4, and now I'll just again give you the this time I'll just give you the entire array and the element we want to find out. Okay, so I'll just say here arr, and I'll just say here element as well. So now this, okay guys, this find, let's just say here, okay, so yeah, say here only, so find method will return undefined if element is not present in the array. Okay, otherwise, okay, otherwise true, otherwise true. This is it. So now I'll just say here const. Okay, I'll just define here one const, and I can just say here found like equal to, I'll use this array, the array itself, and I'll just use your find method. So find, okay, and now it is going to take here one callback parameter, this find. Okay, this find will run here one callback function. Okay guys, this find method is going to run here one callback function. Okay, and this callback function will take here at least one necessary parameter. So I'll just say here item only, and I'll just use here the factor function. Okay, this time I'll use the factor function, and I can just say here item equal to, okay, item equal to this element. Okay, item equal to this element. Okay, if guys, okay, if this item equal to this element, which means there is element inside the array, which means there is element inside the array. Okay, so now I'll just check here, okay, found. Okay, if this found does not equal to undefined. Okay, undefined, is it correctly spelled undefined? This is it. We can check it later on if there is any spelling mistake, and I can just say here console dot log, and let's just give here backtick. I can just say here backtick. I can just say here found, open and closing curly braces, and copy this found and just paste it here, and let's just return here. Okay, because we got the element, so let's just return this found as well. Okay, so let's just return this found as well, copy this found, and let's just paste it here, close this, and now else. Now I'll just say here else, and now I can just say here console dot log, and I can just say here element, or say here not found. Okay, not found, and return here null, because there is nothing to return, so I'll just say here return null. Okay, because there is nothing to return here, so I'll just return here null. Here we got the element, so we return the element itself, and here we don't got any element, we didn't find it, so we're just returning here null. Okay, we're just returning here null. Here we find the element, so we are returning here the element itself. Here we don't find any element in the array, so we are returning here the null. Okay, this is it. So now let me just go to the below of this function, and I can just say here console dot log, and let's just copy this function name from here. Okay, copy this entire thing from here and just paste it here, and instead of arr I'll keep this. Okay, array, this student array. Where is the students array? Copy this from here, and let's just paste it here, and instead of element I'll just give the element as a element only as of now. Let's just give here element only as of now as the element. So save the file and have a look in the browser. Refresh this page now. You can see here not found. Okay, you can see here not found. Okay, you can see here not found because this element is not there inside this students array. Okay, because guys, because this element, okay, this element is not there inside this students array, so we got here not found. You can see here, we got here element, but we doesn't get here any element, so it is going to return us not found and return null. Okay, but this time I'll give you this Raju element from this students array, and let's just see what it is going to return us. So save the file and have a look in the browser now. So now refresh this page one more time. You can see here found Raju. Here is the Raju. Okay, you can see here found Raju, and here is the Raju. Okay, so if we want we can just let it be also. So okay, so here we got the message found Raju, and here we are returning the Raju as well. So we can see here this Raju. Okay, so now guys, this is it. So now I'm going to define here one array of object. Okay, now I'm going to define here one array of object. Okay, so guys, just okay, give me a few seconds to breathe in some okay fresh air. So now let's continue guys. Let's just define here one const, and I can say here countries. Okay, country is equal to, I'll define here one array of object. So let's just say here I'll just give you region. Okay, so say here region only, and I can say here as a Asia. So let's just paste it here, and instead of Asia I'll just say here Europe, and instead of Europe I'll just say here I can just say here Africa. Okay, I can just say here again I can say here Asia. Okay, Asia, and again I'll just say here say here, let's just say here I can just say here I don't remember any like continent name guys. So there is Asia, Europe, Africa, and I don't remember as of now. Let's just say here Africa only. Okay, and let's just say here Asia, and let's just say here Europe. Okay, Europe, this is it. Okay, so guys, now I'll just first of all I'll just say here I'm going to create here array of all the reason. So let's just say here create okay an array of all the reasons. Okay, this is it. So now I'll just use here map method. Okay, I'm going to use here the map method. Okay, so now I'll just say here, let's just say here const. Okay, let's just say here const, and I can just say here all reason equal to, I'll just use this countries, copy this countries from here, and let's just say here map method I'll use here. So guys, this map method is going to return us the new array. Okay, this map method will return us the new array, will return us the new array without modifying the original array. Okay, and it will run function on every element in the given array. This is it. Okay, so now it will take here one callback function also, guys. This is going to take here one callback function as well. So this time I'll just use here t, and I'll just use here the filter function. Guys, we can also give here this parenthesis. Okay, but if there is only one element, we can remove the parenthesis as well. Okay, if there is only one element, we can remove the parenthesis, but if there is two element, we have to give here the parenthesis. Okay, if there is two element to give here parenthesis, it is compulsory, it is necessary. Okay, so let's just remove this parenthesis because there is only one element. So now I'll just say here t. Okay, I'll just say here t dot reason. Okay, t dot reason. Okay, this reason, copy this reason from here and just paste it here. And now let me just console this log, this all reason, and just see what it is going to return us. So I can just say here console dot log, and let's just copy this all reason from here, and let's just paste it here. Save the file, have a look in the browser first, refresh this page. So we can see here we got here, guys, array. Okay, you can see here we got here new array with the all the like what can I say, regions like Asia, Europe, Africa, Asia, Africa, Asia, or Europe. So guys, you can see here there is, okay, there is here, like, guys, you can see here there is duplicate here also. Okay, guys, you can see here there is duplicate data also here. So Asia is there here also, Asia is here also, Asia is here also, Europe is here also, and Europe is here also. So Africa is here also, and Africa is here also. So guys, how to remove the duplicate element, how to remove the duplicate data from the array. Okay, guys, how to remove the duplicate data, duplicate element from the array easily. Okay, easily, guys, we can use here the set method in the JavaScript to remove the duplicate value, to remove the same value from the JavaScript array. I'm going to use here the set method. Okay, I'm going to use here the set method to remove the duplicate value from the JavaScript array which we have created here, this all reason. Okay, so I'll just use here set method to remove duplicate value from the array. Okay, so now I'll just create here another const. So let's just create here const, and I can just say here unique reason. Okay, equal to, I'll use here new. Okay, guys, this is the set is the this new is the constructor. So I'll just say here set. Okay, and I'll just pass here this all reason because this is the map. Okay, so set is going to work only the array, and the set will work on the array only. So let's just copy this all reason from here, and now let's just paste it here, and now console. Okay, console dot log, and now copy this unique reason, and let's just paste it here. So now just save the file and have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page now. So you can see here we got here only unique data. You can see, guys, we got only here unique data, which is Asia, Europe, and Africa. Okay, so here is the Asia, also here is the Asia, here is the Asia, here is the Europe, here is the Europe, here is the Africa, here is the Africa. But inside this array we got here only unique data, only okay, the what can I say, filtered data. So there will be no duplicacy, there will be no okay same data at all whenever we will use here the set method in JavaScript. So that's why we can see here Asia, Europe and Africa, only the unique value, only the different value, no duplicacy, no duplicate value allowed inside the set method. Okay, so this is it all about the set method. Okay, and now okay, and now I'll just use here another method. Okay, I'm going to use here the spirit operator. Okay, to convert the what can I say, the let's just we can guys okay use here the spirit operator to let's just say here inside the area again. Okay, so let's just say here inside the area again. So let's just say here inside the area again, spirit operator to convert again in the array. Okay, this is it. So now let's just say here okay, I can just say here const, and I can just say here I can just say here uh, let's just say here say here the say here array. Okay, arr, or say here array, let's just say here arr element. Okay, equal to, I can just use here the spirit operator like this, three dots. Okay, and this time I'll use here unique reason. Let's just paste it here, and now I can just say here console.log, and I can just say here it's arr element. Okay, array element I mean, or say here array. So paste it here, and now it's not const.log, it's console.log. Okay, console.log, save the file, have a look in the browser. So again we can see here, here is the array, you can see here, here is the array. So Asia, Europe and Africa, and here's the okay, so this is the object. Okay, this is the object. Again you can see here this is the Asia at 0 element, Europe as first element, Africa at second element, and this is the array, Asia at first element, Europe as second I mean Asia at 0 element, Europe as at first element, Africa at second element, and the length is 3. Okay, and here is this size 3, because this is the object and this is the I mean the array. So we can see here, here is the length property and here is the size property. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so now just now I'll just use here some another okay like important function, important methods. Okay, so now okay, so now guys what I'll do here, I'll just say here, I'll just create here another okay array of object. So I can just say here people. Okay, and now define the object. So I can just say here with the property name, I can just say here the Prabhat Pandit, and I can just say here age, I can give here 29. So let's just copy this and paste it several times. So paste it here, 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 and paste one more time. And instead of Prabhat Pandit, I can just say here Pooja Sharma. Okay, and age I'll give here 28, or say here 27. Okay, so I can just say here say here Ram Kumar, and I can just say here age. Okay, I will give here 32. Okay, and instead of, I can just say here the Pradeep Yadav. I'll just say here Yadav, and I can just say here 30. I can just give your name as a Pankaj Sharma, and I will give your age as a 35. Okay, so guys, these are the just the random names. Okay, this is my name. Okay, but rest all names are random names. Okay, this is it. Okay, so I can just say here the Amar. I can just say here Amar Kumar. Say here Amar Jha. Okay, and I can just say here age 25, and instead of Prabhat Pandit I can say here Ravi Kumar, and I can just say here age 40. Okay, and let's just say here paste one more time, and I will just say here Deepak Sharma. So he's one of my friends. Okay, I can just say here 28. This is it. So guys, we've defined here one people array of object. Okay, guys, we've defined here one people array of object. Okay, so now I'm going to do here couple of things. Okay, I'm going to do here couple of things. Okay, so first of all, I'll just extract name, and then I'll just extract the age only, and then we will extract the name and age as well. Okay, so now I'll just create here one const. I can just say here uh, name. Okay, equal to, I can just say here people dot map I'll use here, and now it will take here one callback function parameter. Also this map will take one callback function, and that callback function will take here at least one necessary parameter. So I'll just say here name. Okay, and now I'll just use here filter function, and I can just say here mm, say here instead of name, because there is name property here, so instead of name say here people. Okay, and let's just say here people as. Okay, so copy these peoples from here, and let's just paste it here. I don't remember anything. Okay, so that's why I'll just say here people, this people dot name. Okay, just extract the name only. So console.log now, console.log this name variable. Copy this from here and just paste it here. Save the file and have a look in the browser now. Refresh this page one more time. So here is the all the name. Okay, here is the all the name: Prabhat Pandit, Pooja Sharma, Ram Kumar, Pradeep Yadav, Pankaj Sharma, Amar Jha, Ravi Kumar, and Pradeep Sharma. Okay, so here is the name. Okay, here is the name, and now I'll just extract the age. Okay, I'll just extract the age now. So I'll just say here const. Okay, and I can just say here age equal to people's dot map I'll use here. Okay, and I'll just say here again I'll just say here people only, and I'll use the filter function. Okay, we can use the filter function as well as we can use the simple function as well. Okay, like this. Okay, it will also take one parameter, so I can just say here people like this. Okay, so if let it be let's just say here I can just say here people. Okay, dot uh, instead of name I'll just say here age. Okay, so let's just return here. So I can just return here return. Okay, this. Okay, so now let me just check. So console dot log, and now copy this age from here. I hope it will give the name. Save the file, have a look in the browser now. So here is the age, okay, of the all the age of the 29 27 30 30, I mean 29 27 32 30 35 25 40 28. Okay, so we can see here all the ages now here, all the name here, all the ages here. Okay, and now we will extract the all the things. Okay, now we will extract the all the things. Okay, so now, so guys, give me 2 seconds only just to breathe in. Okay, so we can return the object as well. Let me just say here const, and I can just say here return okay, return obj, okay, which means object. Okay, so I will just say here peoples, okay, dot map, peoples dot map, okay, and I'll return the object this time. Guys, this time I'll return the entire object. So I'll just say here people, I'll use the operator function this time, and I can just say here, okay, so like this I'll just say here this, and I can just say here open and closing curly braces as well, because I'm going to return here the array of object. So we will use here curly braces because I'm going to return here the object. So we have to use here curly braces. So I'll just say here name, and instead of name I'll just say here people. Okay, people dot name. Okay, people dot name. This people. Okay, so let's just paste it here, and now I'll just say here age. So I'll just say here people dot age as well. So this is it, and now okay, and now I'll just close this, and let's just so cut it out from here, because this is not this, is this part, and now paste it here, and now I'll just copy this return object, and let's just paste it here, and let's just see what it is going to return us. So go to the console now, save the file, go to the browser, and go to the console, refresh this page one more time. So we can see here we got all the object. Okay, name is here, Tawas Pandit, age is here, name is here, Pooja Sharma, age is this, name is Ram Kumar, age is this, name is Pradeep Yadav, age is 30, name is Pankaj Sharma, age is 35, name is Amar Jha, age is 25, name is Ravi Kumar, age is 40, and name is Deepak Sharma, age is 26. Okay, this is it. So now I'm going to extract the key. Okay, I'm going to extract the key, and I'm going to extract the value as well. Okay, so guys, now I'm going to extract the key, and I'm going to extract the value as well. Okay, so I'll just say here, okay, give me guys 2 seconds now. So now I will just do here guys one thing. So I'll just create here one div. Okay, I'll create here one div, give the id as a data. I'll just say here data, and close this div now. So let's just go down very quickly, and here I'll just say here const, I can say here data div equal to document dot query selector, document dot query selector. So it is div, I mean the id, so we have to give you a hash, and it is data. This is it, and now I'll use this. Okay, people object only, I'll use this people object only. Okay, so now I'll just say here, object. Okay, I can just say here let's just say here object. Okay, object dot entries. I just use here object dot entries method. So entries, okay, object dot entries, and I'll just give you the this object, this people object. So copy this from here and just paste it here, and I'll just use here the for each method. Okay, so I'll just say here for each. So this for each method will not return any object. Okay, will not return anything, will run the function on every element. Okay, every element. Okay, that's the reason we use for each. It is not going to create here any object. Okay, will not create any new array, nothing. Okay, it will not return anything. Okay, so that's why we use here for each method, because we just want to run some function. Okay, we just want to run some function on each and every element inside this people's array of object. Okay, this is it. So let's just give here Okay, I will just say here key value pair I'll give here. Okay, I can give here key value pair. So now I'll just say here, so let's just say here, and so now I can just say here key, and this is the value. Okay, this is the value, and so now I'll use here further function like this. So now I'll just say here like this. Okay, so now I'll just define here first, let's just define here, let html equal to this. Okay, this is it. So this time this is empty. So now I will inside this for each loop. Inside this for each loop, what I'll say here, I just say here html. Okay, this html, and I'll use here concatenation. Okay, JavaScript concatenation, which is plus equal to, and now I'll just create here one para element using backtick. So let's just close this, and I can just say here p and p, and I can just say here open and closing curly braces, and I can just say here, okay, this value, just to show the value, I just copy this value. So copy this from here and just paste it here. This is it. So now just close this, and now what I'll say here, I'll just say here html, this this data div, this data div dot, I can just say here inner html, inner html equal to this html. Okay, this html we can say. So just paste it here, save the file, and have a look in the browser first. So let's just save the file and have a look in the browser now. Refresh this page. So we can see here we got here object. Okay, we can see here guys, we're getting here object. Okay, so now let me just check what is the issue here. So we're getting here object. So it's object dot entries. Okay, it's object dot entries dot people object. I have given here dot for each, and it's the key and the value, and I'll just say here so let me just check. So here is the, okay, so let me just say here, okay, so let me just say here I can't say here name. Okay, so see here Prabhat Pandit, Pooja Sharma, Ram Kumar, Pradeep Yadav, Pankaj Sharma, Amar Jha, Ravi Kumar, and Deepak Sharma. We can see here the name. Okay, we can show the key as well. So copy this key and let's just paste it here. So save the file, have a look in the browser. So here is the key. Okay, so let me just check what is the issue here. Okay, so here is the dollar sign as well. So now just save the file and now refresh this page. So here's the key 0 1 2 3 up to 7, and name is Prabhat Pandit, Pooja Sharma, Ram Kumar, Pradeep Yadav, Pankaj Sharma, Amar Jha, Ravi Kumar, and Deepak Sharma. Okay, this is it. Okay, if we want we can just do other stuff as well. Okay, this is it. And now let me just create here, let me just copy this. Okay, and now let me just give here some more data. Two more data I'll give here. I can just give here this time. Okay, I can just give here the Ankit Kushwaha. Okay, and I can just give your age 31, and I can just say here Amit Yadav. Okay, Amit Yadav, age I will give you 25. Okay, or say here 23. Okay, so now just come here, and now we will filter the data using age. Okay, we will filter the data using age. Okay, so now I'll just say here, so now I can just say here const, I can just say here people's name. Okay, so I can just say here this people's array of object. So paste it here, and now I can just say here filter method. I'll use your filter method to filter the data based on certain condition. which we will provide here inside this callback function. Like here I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I'll just use here x this time. I'll use your filter function. Okay, and like this. Okay, f. Okay, x dot, I'll just use your age property, age. Okay, if it is okay greater than, okay, if age is greater than 40, then only they will okay, if age is greater than 40. So now let me just, as of now, let me just copy this, I mean just close this here, and I can just say here console dot log. So copy this and let's just paste it here, save the file, and have a look in the browser first. Refresh this page. So we can see here, we can't see anything because it is just going to filter the data. So let me just x dot a. Okay, so x filter is people dot filter. The object now using, I mean the array, using map method. I'm going to get here array. Okay, using the map method I'm going to get here array. So let's just use here x only this time also, and I can just say here x dot name. Okay, save the file and have a look in the browser first. So no, here is the empty object, I mean the empty array. Let me just check what is the issue here with filter. Okay, so if age is 40, so let me just check here, const people's name, is it is defined there anywhere? No. So people's dot filter, and it will take here one callback function. So x dot age, age is here. If it is greater than 40, so let's just say here greater than 30. Okay, let's just say here greater than 30. Save the file, have a look in the browser. Yeah, we can see here age greater than 30 is here. So greater than 30, Ram Kumar, okay, Pankaj Sharma, Ravi Kumar, and Ankit Kushwaha. See here Ram Kumar, Pankaj Sharma, Ravi Kumar, and Ankit Kushwaha. Okay, and now I want to make it. Okay, so let me just, as of now, let me just remove this. Okay, map method from here, save the file, and refresh this page one more time. You can see here it is going to give you only the array of object. Okay, and if you want to filter the name of the array of, I mean the object, so we will use here this map method. Okay, so now let me just refresh this, and you can see here only name. Okay, and likewise I will just do here for the age only. I can just say here const, and I can just say here people, instead of name I'll just say here age equal to I'll just say here peoples. Okay, peoples dot filter. Okay, peoples dot filter, and I can just say here x, I'll just use here filter function like this, and I can just say here x dot. Okay, and instead of I can just say here mm, again say here age only, because age is the only, okay, integer value. I can just say here age. Okay, if it is greater than, if it is greater than, I can just say here again. Okay, say here give here 45 one value, give here one value as a 45 only, give here one value as a 45 only. Let's just make it 45. Okay, and instead of Ravi Kumar I will make it here say here, I don't remember any name. I can see Akshay Kumar, Akshay Kumar, Kumar. Okay, this is it. So now, okay, 40, we can give you a 40. So close this, and let me just save the file now. As of now, copy this. So console, get to console.log as well. So console dot log, and I can just say here this people's age, copy this, paste it here, save the file, and have a look in the browser. So here it is, only one object, Akshay Kumar. So now I can just separate it with the name also using the map method. So I'll just give here again callback function as a x only value, and I can just say here uh, x dot age. Okay, so this time it will only show the age. Save the file, not here, not inside the map method, not inside the console method. Okay, I'm very sorry, not inside the console, but here. Paste it here, remove this extra dot, save the file, and have a look at the browser now. You can see here only age is shown now, only age is shown now. Okay, you can see here only age is shown. Let me just remove this, and we will be able to see the entire object now. So here is the entire object, name Akshay Kumar and age is 44, and let's just Control Z, save the file, have a look in the browser. So here it is, only ages are shown here, only ages are shown here. Okay, this is okay. So let me guys, okay, now I'll use here another method. So I can just say here console const, I can just say here const, I can just say here find people. Okay, find people equal to, I'll just use here people's object, this people's object, paste it here. I'll use here find method. Okay, I'll use here the find method to find the particular age of a particular age person. Okay, I can just say here particular age function. So now I'll just say here item, I'll use here further function. Okay, if item dot age, okay, if item dot age is greater than equal to, is greater than or equal to 30, so return all the things. So now I can just say here console dot log. So now find people, copy this and paste it here, save the file, and have a look in the browser now. So here is the name Ram Kumar, which is greater than and or equal to 30. So let me just go here, and here is the 30. Here is the 30 Ram Kumar. Okay, so here it is returning as 30. Okay, so it's greater than or equal to 30. So greater than or equal to 30, it will return the first value. Okay, it will return the first, it will return the very first value from the object. Okay, rest it will ignore. Okay, it will ignore. Okay, this is it. Okay, so this is it guys. Okay, so now okay, so guys, this is all about uh, for this session, for this tutorial. Okay guys, if you still have any doubt, any query regarding this video, regarding this session, then guys you can ask me in the comment section below. I'll just address it. I'll just give the best possible solution, best possible answer. Okay guys, I hope it is quite easy, and in the next video we will learn something new, something different, something dynamic, and we will try to create here something, okay, one of the great application using JavaScript only in the next video, in the next session. Okay, so I hope guys you will subscribe now my this channel, Code with ER. Okay, so see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye guys. This is Prabhat Pandit signing off now.